This is a highly sensitive issue because one thing we know, I mean, Harry may be coming over very possibly to see his father. He certainly said he was coming over at other occasions. So I would assume that that will feature. I would also, we know about the Invictus commitment in May. Now, the problem there is that he knows, all of us know, that this is going to be very high profile. And from that point of view, we know the brothers have no contact reportedly at the moment and haven't for some time. Now, I certainly think that William has, well, I mean, the pressures are enormous. And I mean, Catherine has just given what I would say would probably have been the bravest interview of its sort ever given in Britain. It's a dreadful predicament. And I mean, the fact is, however, the marriage is with Catherine is close. He's got his children, and of course, that is an enormous responsibility, and how this would be managed. So, it's. I think that people will feel for him. They'll wish him well. They'll pray in some cases for him. I think it really is something that is very, very difficult. And one can only say that, really, and just hope that things work out in both cases. And also, he'll be doing royal engagements when he can. And of course, his family are the big responsibility, and always he's put them first. The last thing Harry wants, of course, because he wants to celebrate Invictus, is for that to be subsumed in with reports and arguments as to whether or not who he's seeing, when he's seeing, and so on. I do think he'll be back before then. I think he'll be back to see his father. Now, here's the question that we may not know. Whether at this time, given that illness changes so much, he will be in touch. We know he's been in touch with William, whether they'll meet. I think there are those who think that it's impossible. I would say nothing's ever impossible, but obviously, certainly in William's case, he doesn't want the pressure and the publicity that all this would give. And also, he is obviously stubborn. He knows that for years the Sussexes have rubbished the royal family and monetized their links with it for gain. So, whether it was his attack, alleged attack on Harry, or whether it was his Catherine fitting a certain mold and so on, it's been impossible. So they may meet, they may not. One thing, rest assured, there will be enormous speculation about this. And there will also be enormous speculation about it, if we don't know, by May. And Harry may well feel aggrieved that at a time when he believes we should be celebrating his undoubtedly successful Invictus Games, and it is a great success, that attention should be drawn towards other things. But if he feels like that, he might bear in mind the way the Sussexes have ruthlessly railroaded their own agenda over recent years, and if the royals have been doing something that happens to well, put it this way, they've been quite ruthless in including their schedules, what suits them, breaking news, whether it was a Netflix trailer which broke the news before that Harry and Meghan Netflix, that was, as I remember, calculated or appeared to be calculated to steal the thunder of William as Earthshot prize. So, I mean, they've been ruthless in this regard, and this is just part and parcel for the course that they were responsible for. Harry will undoubtedly be over in May, but as I say, I think he'll be over before. But anything with William, if it happens, will happen privately. William has indeed got more than most humans could cope with. And from that point of view, nothing may happen. We simply don't know. Remember, the year is we're only in March. So before I use the phrase, we'll see what else the year has got with it. At least we've got the fact the king is attending Sunday service is a plus. It shows that she's responding to treatment. And I think Kate was as positive as she possibly could be in a broadcast, as I say, that was uniquely courageous. So I would think that some would say that it might very well have that appearance, but we'll have to wait before we use the sobriquet Anna Cerebrus again for the year to end.